I must compliment. Not only have you brought your best selves here in the way you all look, but I can feel a vibe in this room. I can see the energy and the enthusiasm, the thrill and the joy on everyone's faces, right from 7:45 a.m. when I first walked into this room and I saw a lot of our leadership team here, and that immediately gave me a sense of what a meaningful and what a purposeful morning this is going to be. I mean, sir, your tie and that pocket square that you're adjusting right now. Yes, yes. So I'm seeing that tie and the pocket square that you're adjusting right now is just perfect for this morning. So everybody, now that I have most of you settled in your seats, I'm going to invite you to give all your attention to every single minute of what's going to take place on this stage, because everything on this agenda has a certain meaning and a purpose. Okay, are we ready, everyone? Now remember, while this may seem like a very protocol-led, serious, formal event, the truth is that we like to keep it as interactive as possible. So let's take it from the top. Good morning. All right, so Team A is having a good morning. What about Team B? Good morning, everybody. How are we doing this morning? Great is the perfect place to be, ma'am. And I can assure you, by the end of the next 15 minutes, you're going to go to feeling absolutely phenomenal. Because days like these are once in a lifetime in the life and the journey of an enterprise. So what's the best way to kick off a morning like this? I have one and only one answer in my head, which is the good old-fashioned way with a thunderous round of applause, Molbio family. And you can also make some noise. I know. So usually as a host, I say sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, but I'll say no, just come to the edge of your seat. It's a thrilling morning, and make the most of it. Before we commence our ceremony, may I invite you all to kindly rise for the national anthem. Please take your seat, everybody. Milestones like these, they serve as an incredible marker of progress. It gives us all an opportunity to pause, to look at the past with a certain gratitude, to experience the present with a lot of appreciation, but most importantly, to be excited and look at the future with an enduring hope. So before we fast forward into what's going to be a perfect listing ceremony, I want to quickly hit the rewind button and remind us all that this journey began in the year 2000, when two founders, who I also call visionaries, came together with one common vision, and they built an organization on three enduring pillars. I'm talking about innovation, impact, and inspiration. And today, we're an innovative point-of-care diagnostics company focused on expanding access to accurate, to rapid, cost-effective healthcare technologies for diagnosing both infectious and non-communicable diseases. The company offers molecular testing for 30 diseases, and let's talk about the TrueNat platform. Patented in more than 100 countries, It is a very novel point-of-care PCR platform that can operate in resource-limited settings, and being battery-operated, it facilitates decentralized diagnosis within an hour. But ladies and gentlemen, I must remind you that today we're not here only to celebrate the listing ceremony, but we're also here to celebrate the remarkable journey that began with our two founders who decided to shake hands over that one common vision, and here we are today. It translates into the Molbio family. Do you want to clap for that? Thank you. Please feel free. So fast forward to 2026, Molbio today offers its products globally to public health programs, to diagnostics, laboratories, to private and public hospitals. We have 6 manufacturing facilities, 2 of which are in Goa, 1 is in Bengaluru, and the other is in Pune, which have an installed capacity of 4,500 devices, I beg your pardon, 5,400 devices, and 3.9 crore TrueNat test kits per annum. So let's put our hands together once again for who we are as a Molbio family and this very unique and meaningful purpose that all of us share. Now, on this momentous occasion of the listing of the equity shares of Molbio Diagnostics Limited, I'd like to take this moment to welcome all of our dignitaries. Ladies and gentlemen, this morning we're joined by Ms. Radha Kirtivasan, who's the Head Issuer Relations and Corporate Sales BSE. Radha ma'am, thank you so much for joining us here this morning. Thank you for hosting us. We're also truly honored to have the leadership team of Molbio Diagnostics Limited with us here today, and I expect nothing but a very warm round of applause as we welcome them. Mr. Sriram Natarajan, Executive Director and Chief Executive Officer. We have Dr. Chandrasekhar Bhaskaran Nair, Executive Director and Chief Technology Officer. Also joining us is Mrs. Sangeeta Sriram, Executive Director. Mr. Shiva Sriram, President Business Development. Mr. Manan Bimal Kokhani, President Finance and Accounts and Chief Financial Officer. Mr. Indraneel Borkakoti, President Corporate Strategy, M&A and Investor Relations, and Dr. Kuldeep Singh Sachdeva, President Partnerships and Advocacy. Can we have a huge round of applause for our leadership team who've been leading us for the forefront. A big thank you and a big welcome also to all of our board members, our investors, partners, and the rest of the Molbio gang family. We'd also like to extend a very warm welcome to our book-running lead managers who play a very, very pivotal role in this journey and the success of this IPO. We're joined by the Kotak team. We also have with us Mr. Shirish Chikalge, Senior Vice President, IIFL Capital Services Limited, Mr. Aditya Sood, Managing Director, Head of India and SEA Healthcare Investment Banking, Jefferies India Private Limited, and Mr. Subhajit Roy, Motilal Oswal Investment Advisors Limited, and team are here with us. Let's hear it for our BRLMs. And finally, welcome and thank you to everyone from across the country who are watching us here virtually. Let's commence this auspicious occasion just like we do it in our country, by lighting this beautiful, auspicious ceremonial lamp. And as I invite our dignitaries to do the honors, I'm going to invite the rest of you who are seated to take the next couple of seconds, invoke whichever the higher power you believe in, that with the lighting of this lamp, we may set out on a brand new, prosperous journey. May I request Ms. Radha Kirtivasan, Head Issuer Relations and Corporate Sales BSE, and the management of Molbio Diagnostics Limited, Mr. Sriram Natarajan, Dr. Chandrasekhar, Mrs. Sangeeta Sriram, Dr. Kuldeep Singh Sachdeva, Mr. Shiva Sriram, Mr. Manan, Mr. Indraneel, Mrs. Nupur Garg, who's our Independent Director, Molbio Diagnostics, Dr. Balram Bhargava, Independent Director, Molbio Director, and Mr. Arun Kumar Jha, who's also the Independent Director. I request you all to kindly step forward. I'd also like to invite our BRLMs to join us for this ceremony. A representative from the Kotak team, Mr. Shirish Chikalge from IIFL Capital, Mr. Aditya Sood, and Mr. Shubhajit Roy. Requesting you to please step forward.
Shubham Kurudvam Kalyanam Arogyam Dhanasampada Shubham
that, ladies and gentlemen, we officially kick off with the listing ceremony. Let's put our hands together in a very warm round of applause.
Shubham Kurutvam Kalyanam Arogyam Dhanasampadah Shubham Kurutvam Kalyanam Arogyam Dhanasampadah.
Thank you to all of our dignitaries for doing the honors. Without any further ado, let's invite our very first speaker of the day for the opening remarks, Mr. Shirish Chikalge, Senior Vice President, IIFL Capital Services Limited. So I request you to please join us on stage and share your thoughts with us this morning.
Good morning, everyone. It's an absolute privilege and truly a special moment for all of us here today to celebrate the listing of Molbio Diagnostics. On behalf of IIFL Capital and my fellow BRLMs, I want to extend heartiest congratulations to Sriram, Dr. Chandrasekhar, the entire Molbio team, and Motilal and Temasek team, who have been part of this extraordinary journey. The problem that Sriram and Dr. Chandrasekhar set out to solve 2 decades ago was remarkably simple. Why should a patient have to travel to a laboratory? Why can't the technology travel to a patient? That single thought has carried an Indian innovation from Goa to more than 85 countries worldwide. Molbio has brought its indigenously developed TrueNAT platform into some of the toughest healthcare environments on the planet. Places with no reliable electricity, no infrastructure, no technical experts in these regions. More than 4,000 people die of TB even today, when humanity has known for its cure for so many decades. But Molbio never let TrueNAT remain a single disease tool. And that is the real innovation story that we are witnessing today. This exact platform, built for TB, is now deployed across more than 30 diseases. And that's what I called an innovation engine. And India's capital markets have answered that vision resoundingly. This IPO was subscribed 70 times overall, and more than 180 times by QIBs. That is a monumental vote of confidence from across world's leading institutional investors like IFC, BlackRock, Nippon, SDFC, and so many more. As you step into this new chapter as a public company, we know Molbio will continue to innovate, democratize diagnostics, and extend healthcare to the very last mile. Because ultimately, Molbio is not just taking technology to the last mile, you are taking hope to the last mile. My absolute best wishes to Sriram, Dr. Chandrasekhar, and the entire Molbio team for a long, triumphant journey as a listed company. Congratulations to everyone. Thank you so much.
Mr. Chikalge, thank you so much for setting the tone and the context for this morning. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is now my privilege to invite our next speaker onto the stage. Someone who has been very instrumental in building Molbio from its early beginnings into what it is today, which is an organization that is recognized for its innovation, impact, and inspiration. His leadership plays a very pivotal role in driving the company's growth and also shaping its vision for the future. I know you know exactly who I'm talking about. We're really looking forward to hearing from him about this journey, the achievements, and the vision that he holds and continues to guide us with. Please put your hands together for Mr. Sriram Natarajan, co-founder, executive director, chief executive officer, Molbio Diagnostics Limited.
very good morning to the members of the Stock Exchange Board of India and their leadership, to the leadership and members of the Bombay Stock Exchange, specifically Srimati Radha Kirtivasan right here, to the bankers, our bankers, to the board members, to all my friends and well-wishers, to the members of the press, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to be here. It is indeed a privilege, and it is for the company a huge milestone moment, and we're all trying to relish and enjoy it as it goes along. Much has been already said in the last two talks about what we have done and what problem we have tried to solve and the technology and so on, but it all started when I met Chandrasekhar Nair, the co-founder of Molbio, in 2009 at a conference, and he was making a presentation about a technology they were working on and a prototype they already made of converting a very, very complicated and a very, very, let's say, inaccessible kind of a technology into something which is battery operated and portable. And this technology was known to be a gold standard technology, but never was used for clinical purposes, only because it was extremely centralized. So it was very clear that if the technology could be decentralized and could be taken to the people, it will be a game changer, especially in treating infectious diseases. Even today, as already spoken, hundreds of thousands of people are dying almost every day of completely curable infectious diseases. And the only reason being that they don't get diagnosed in time and appropriately. So that is what we have tried to do. So when I met Chandrasekhar and I found this technology he had made, I went up to him and asked him, what are you planning to do with this? And he didn't know what he was going to do with it. So we said, why don't we get together and make this into a product and take it to the market and make it into a global success? And that's what we set out to do. Molbio was formed as a joint venture between Big Tech and Molbio initially, and eventually Big Tech became a fully owned subsidiary of Molbio, and the entire scaling up and entire go-to-market strategy happened in Molbio. And today we are in a place where Molbio has already proven the technology, the first technology called the TrueNAT, which has been now globally adopted in about 100 countries, and the geography is growing. And we aim to grow this technology much more. It is not, it's a multi-disease testing platform, and it tests for multiple diseases like tuberculosis, hepatitis, HPV for human papilloma virus. At the same time, it also enables outbreak diseases testing. So, for example, during COVID, we had a COVID test, which became a very important tool. And today, as we speak, we have Ebola outbreak in Africa, and we have a test for Ebola. So this technology can be used once it is deployed for multiple disease testing for multiple kinds of scenarios. So this is something we are very proud of and very grateful. But the company is also looking at a lot more. So we are talking about introducing many more such technologies. The R&D is already, we have a very strong R&D, which Chandrasekhar and I will speak about. And we have at least 2 or 3 new platforms getting ready and many more in pipeline. So you will see a lot more innovations coming from here. And at the same time, we also have our partners, companies where we have taken majority stake, like Prognosis Medical Systems, who are into digital radiology, and where we are talking about taking X-ray to the people practically through what are called ultra-portable X-rays, which are again battery operated and can be deployed anywhere. Another company called OptraScan, which is into digital pathology, which is another path-breaking solution. Today, as you know, the entire world is becoming digital, and that's what we are trying to do, and use AI on top of it so that we can deliver a lot more impact in the products that we're delivering. We're looking forward to extremely strong activity in these segments. And then we also partner with companies. So we have today with us UE Life Sciences, who have developed a technology for breast cancer screening. Now, as you know, breast cancer is the #1 killer of disease for women with cancer. And this will enable early stage screening so that people get diagnosed very early on and can be treated. So this philosophy will continue. We will try as a mission to take as much of high-quality healthcare to people as possible. That will be the future. In this journey, we have been supported by a lot of stakeholders. So I would like to thank and acknowledge the role of the Government of India, especially the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare and all its programs under it. I'd like to thank Indian Council of Medical Research, who have supported heavily into our innovation and helping in adoption of the technology. Thankful to the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, who have done some early stage supporting for this technology, to the Department of Biotechnology and many other government institutions, and internationally thankful to the World Health Organization, the United Nations and its affiliates. We're thankful to Stop TB program, a huge program implementation for TB. We're thankful to the Gates Foundation and all the other stakeholders, even the Global Fund, which has been deployed for fighting TB, malaria, and HIV. Everybody has played significant roles in our journey. So we're grateful for that. And with this, I will want to conclude by saying that we will continue to do what we are doing, keep innovating, keep developing technologies, taking products, not only for the Indian patients, but for the entire global community. Thank you very much.
Mr. Natarajan, many congratulations to you. Thank you so much for bringing us up to speed on the mission and the vision of Molbio. Well, ladies and gentlemen, along with Mr. Natarajan, we also have Dr. Nair, who we all know has played a very pivotal role. Yes, you want to clap in advance? Please do that. We know he's played a very pivotal role in building and establishing a very strong foundation of research, of technology, and of scientific innovation. A recipient of the prestigious Infosys Prize in Engineering and in Computer Science, he has been instrumental in fostering this culture that we all live by, one of innovation and one of scientific excellence. I expect nothing but a thunderous round of applause as I have the privilege of inviting on stage co-founder, executive director, chief technology officer, Dr. Chandrasekhar Bhaskaran.
Good morning, and thank you for being here today to join us in this very important movement for Molbio. But I think this is not just important for Molbio. My friend Ravi and I were talking yesterday evening, and we said that this industry, we are a bunch of eagles who have grown up in a poultry farm. We don't know that we can fly. And hopefully Molbio will launch this industry with what we have done here. See, for us, this journey, and for me personally, this journey as a founder who's been involved with the technology element has been very interesting, and there has been tremendous amount of learning. The vision was very simple, as you already heard. Why should diagnosis be limited to centralized laboratories? Why can't this go to people who most need this technology, and usually people who can mostly not afford this technology? That was that very simple vision. To achieve that very simple vision, we had to bring multiple elements of science together to create what we have created today. To me, this listing is about the fact that somewhere around the world at this point in time, or at any point in time, a patient is getting a diagnostic test on a TrueNat platform and providing that at a cost point that is affordable, providing that very quickly so that we can have treatment and we can have a return to wellness. This journey has taught us that innovation is difficult, and that's what we do, correct? We take all branches of science and we distill it to create a product. But that innovation is just the start of that journey. Design for manufacturing excellence to the highest quality standards, creating evidence that will withstand scrutiny with the best and the most stringent authorities worldwide, creating business innovation that would help the technology scale and reach the people whom we have designed this for. All of this is what we have tried to do. What we have also focused on and never shied away from is investing as much as it takes to generate that evidence that people around the world, health systems around the world, would accept this technology and ensure that this technology creates impact. So that journey from idea to product to scale, and scale to impact is what Molbio signifies today. This listing is an opportunity as well as a tremendous responsibility. We live in a world where science is unraveling the mysteries of the human body like never before. And it is the journey of us who journey in science to ensure that we leverage this information and build technologies that can transform human lives worldwide. That is the responsibility, and while doing that, to uphold the highest standards of governance, we today and continue to, I want to say that we want to re-pledge that we will continue on our efforts to create technology that can be transformative and create value for our shareholders, our stakeholders, as we embark on this new milestone of our journey. Thank you very much, and really love to be here today.
Dr. Nair, we can hear the thrill and the excitement, more importantly, the pride in your voice. So many, many congratulations to you once again on behalf of all of us. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'd now like to invite on stage Head Issuer Relations and Corporate Sales, BSE. Let's give it up for Ms. Radha Kirtivasan. Ma'am, requesting you to please join us on stage and share a few words with us on this special occasion.
Good morning, everybody, and a warm welcome to each one of you as we gather here to celebrate the listing ceremony of equity shares of Molbio Diagnostics Limited. Timely and correct diagnosis is the first step in saving lives. When you diagnose accurately and at the point of care, you don't just treat a patient. What you do, you stop an outbreak before it starts. And I think today it's indeed a proud moment as we welcome Molbio Diagnostics, a true Make in India success story and a global leader in portable molecular testing to the family of listed entities. By taking lab-accurate PCR to the point of care, Molbio has redefined healthcare access and across India and over 100 plus countries. And this is a company that blends innovation, impact, and scale and represents the future of Indian meditech. Today, with this listing, we celebrate not just a company, but a mission to democratize diagnostic and build a healthier Bharat. BSE, which you may know that we have been in existence for over 151 years and have enabled financial growth, looks forward to being a platform of choice for many such more forward-looking companies and organizations that are driving India's transformation. BSE is committed to supporting businesses that not only create value for shareholders, but also contribute meaningfully to the society and the world at large. On behalf of the entire team of BSE, I would like to congratulate the promoters, the entire management team, the BRLMs, and all the intermediaries who have helped the company to achieve this milestone. To the promoters of the company, you were taking care of the patients till now, and now with that, you will also have to take care of all the stakeholders who are now investors in your company and help them grow. Thank you and all the best.
Radha ma'am, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts and your enthusiasm with us this morning, and thank you for this incredible partnership. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, I've requested Ms. Kirtivasan to stay with me on stage, because what will happen next is the ceremonial exchange of mementos. I'd like to invite Mr. Natarajan and Dr. Nair to please join us on stage, and to please take center stage near the gong, to commemorate the significance of this event. We will now have the exchange of mementos. Miss Radha Kirtivasan is now presenting a memento on behalf of BSE. It is a symbolic replica of the iconic gong of BSE. Molbio family, this one is for all of you. And that is followed by a beautiful image that reflects the power of vibrance, the exact power and energy that BSE stands for. Now I'd like to invite Mr. Natarajan and Dr. Nair to kindly present a memento on behalf of all of us to the Molbio family, to BSE, to Ms. Kirtivasan. And ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together in a thunderous round of applause, because this moment signifies an incredible partnership. Gentlemen, thank you so much for doing the honors. I'm going to request you to take your seat for the next couple of minutes before I invite you back. And Radha ma'am will stay with me on stage to present mementos to the book-running lead managers who've played a very pivotal role in the success of the IPO. I'd like to invite team Kotak Mahindra Capital Company Limited to please join us on stage. Let's hear it for Team Kotak Mahindra Capital. And next, I would like to invite Mr. Shirish Chikalge and his team from IIFL Capital Services Limited. Molbio family, keep the claps coming. Time to invite on stage Mr. Aditya Sood and team from Jefferies India Private Limited. Mr. Sood and his team make their way to the stage. They've played a very crucial role in the success of this IPO. And so may I request you to please put your hands together. And I'd like to invite Mr. Subhajit Roy and team from Motilal Oswal Investment Advisors Limited. Mr. Subhajit Roy is the Senior Managing Director and Head Equity Capital Markets. Let's give it up for Team Motilal Oswal Investment Advisors. All right, everyone. Ms. Kirtivasan, thank you so much for doing the honors. Ma'am, you can actually stay back with me because we are counting down to the final 2 minutes, and I'm going to take this moment to invite the dignitaries on stage because, ladies and gentlemen, we're inching towards the highlight the grand finale of this ceremony. However, I must remind you, we have a couple of more items on the agenda after the gong ringing ceremony, so don't go anywhere. Stay glued to your seats. And join me in welcoming our dignitaries to the stage to do the honors. Ms. Radha Kirtivasan, Mr. Natarajan, Dr. Nair, Mrs. Sriram, Mr. Shiva Sriram, Mr. Manan Bimal Kokhani, and Mr. Indranil, requesting you to please join us on stage and take your place on either sides of the gong. And as our dignitaries do that, gentlemen, ladies, my dear friends, I'd like to invite you all to count down the final 10 seconds with me. And as much as I would say, let's try and bring the roof down, I'm not going to say that because we're inside the iconic dome of the BSE, but we can try, all right? So let me ask you the quintessential question. Are you ready? Molbio family, come on. You can do better than that. Are you ready? All right, so remember, we count down the final 10 seconds together. As much as you would want to jump out of your chair in excitement, don't do that because we are streaming live right now. There are thousands of people watching us virtually, and we don't want to interrupt their viewing. But please cheer, clap, and make this moment count. Counting down to the final 25 seconds, 10 seconds, we go all together. You can quickly warm up those lungs and those vocal cords with me. Here we go. All together. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Molbio Diagnostics Limited. You are now officially listed on the stock exchanges of India. Together once again and make some noise. You've just witnessed history in the making. Many, many congratulations to all of us. Thank you to all of our dignitaries for doing the honors. Ms. Kirtivasan, thank you so much for joining us, ma'am. Because these images are going to travel down in history forever. Dr. Nair, Mr. Natarajan, we want our best shot of the day. All right, let's give it up for our incredible leadership team on stage. Mr. Natarajan and Dr. Nair, I'd like to request you to stay back with me on the stage while I invite our other dignitaries to please take your seat, and thank you so much for joining us for the gong ringing ceremony. Dr. Nair, go for it. Come on. Come on. Now is the time. Whoa! Well, he took my words really, really seriously. That's how you ring the gong, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Nair effortlessly setting a benchmark for all the upcoming gong ringing ceremonies at BSE. Make some noise for the two incredible founders on stage. All right, we're going to take the next couple of minutes to show our gratitude and appreciation to all of our special partners who have really walked shoulder to shoulder in making sure this IPO is successful, creating a lot of noise out there in the markets. And as I invite them on stage, I'm going to invite you to welcome them with huge round of applause, beginning with the team from Kotak Mahindra Capital Company Limited. Team Kotak, make your way to the stage and accept this token of our appreciation on behalf of the Molbio family. And as Team Kotak Mahindra receives their memento, I'm going to invite Mr. Shirish Chikalge and his colleague from IIFL Capital Services Limited to please be on standby near the stage. Come on, everybody, make some noise. Cheer for our incredible BRLMs and partners. Mr. Shirish Chikalge and team from IIFL Capital Services Limited, requesting you to please join us. I'd like to invite Mr. Aditya Sood and team from Jefferies India Private Limited to please join us on stage next. Welcome, sir. Molbio. Keep those claps coming. Keep those claps coming for all of our partners. Inviting Mr. Subhajit Roy and team from Motilal Oswal Investment Advisors to please be on standby. Welcome, gentlemen, once again. Inviting forward representatives from Khaitan and Company, our legal advisors to our company. Team Khaitan and Company, please make your way near the stage. Here we go, Team Khaitan and Company. Let's hear it for them, Molbio. Inviting the team from Cyril Amarchand Mangalas. My dear friends, let's hear it for our legal counsel, Cyril Amarchand Mangaldas. Their team is on stage as I invite representatives from Hogan Lovells to please join us near the stage and be on standby. The claps coming, everybody. We're counting down to the final few moments of the listing ceremony. So let's keep the energy and enthusiasm going. As we have representatives from Hogan Lovells joining us on stage. Inviting the team from SR Bartley Boy and Associates LLP, Chartered Accountants, Statutory Auditors to the issue. दोस्तों तालियां जो है वो बजती रहनी चाहिए. Come on. The team from SR Bartley Boy and Associates are on stage. I'd like to next invite representatives from Ad Factors PR and Advertising to please be on standby. Team Ad Factors PR and Advertising are now making their way to the stage. Molbio, this is the team that has helped us make a lot of noise about this IPO in the market, work tirelessly to make sure that all the experiences are smooth and perfect. So let's give it up for them once again. Inviting forward the team from KFin Technologies Limited, our registrars to the offer. Team KFin. Give it up for Ad Factors, everybody. Come on. Our registrar to the offer, KFin Technologies Limited, now making their way to the stage. And finally, I'd like to invite a representative from Print Trade, our printer to the IPO. Do we have someone from Print Trade in the room? Okay, it appears that they are not here right now. And with that, we come to the end of the Momentos ceremony. Can we put our hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for our two incredible founders? Please take your seats, sirs. I'd like to invite on stage Mr. Aditya Sood.
Can I just say one sentence?
Yes, absolutely. Hold on, Mr. Sood, hold on, all right? Yes.
No, I just want to put on record the incredible contribution of our teams from Molbio, Big Tech, Prognosis, Optrascan. Fantastic contribution. Without your efforts, we will not be where we are. Thank you.
Absolutely, sir. I think gratitude is in order on mornings like these. I'd like to invite Mr. Aditya Sood, Managing Director, Head of India and SCA Healthcare Investment Banking, Jefferies India Private Limited, to please join me on stage and share his thoughts with us this morning. Mr. Sood.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for taking time for the listing ceremony of Molbio. It's been truly amazing and a privilege to be witness to Molbio's exemplary journey started by Mr. Sriram Natarajan and Dr. Nair into an R&D innovation-led platform in India for the world. India is often seen as a nation that adopts innovation rather than creates it. Molbio is proof that world-class innovation can be built in India, and we are happy to see this being validated by the investor community as well. Molbio has garnered exceptional investor interest as it became the second highest healthcare IPO in the history of the Indian capital markets. I thank all the investors. On behalf of the syndicate, I thank all the investors, the main book, QIBs, the retail investors, and the HNIs for the support at the IPO for making it a truly remarkable success. On behalf of the syndicate, I would also like to thank Mr. Sriram Natarajan, Dr. Chandrasekhar Nair, the entire management team, the investor shareholders, Rohit, Ved, for the entire Motilal and Temasek teams for giving us and the other syndicate members the opportunity to bring such a differentiated story to the Indian capital markets. I take this opportunity to thank all the members who've been a part of this journey, including the regulators, SEBI, the stock exchanges, the legal counsels, the printers, auditors, ad factors, and all the other intermediaries for the support. To the management team, we wish you the best as a listed company, and as someone rightly said, you are the eagle from the Indian healthcare innovation ecosystem, and we wish you all the best as a listed entity. Thank you once again for giving us this opportunity, and we wish you luck as a listed entity.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sood. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our final address of this morning. To deliver the vote of thanks, please join me in welcoming Mr. Shiva Sriram, President, Business Development, Molbio Diagnostics Limited. Welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning. And once again, a warm welcome to all of you. It is an honor for me to deliver the vote of thanks on the listing ceremony of Molbio Diagnostics. To start with, I'd like to thank all of you for joining us today on this special day. As we embark on a new journey, I'd like to take this opportunity to express our deepest gratitude to all those who've contributed to the success of Molbio's IPO. Without your contribution, this achievement would never have been possible, so thank you all. I'll start with thanking our BRLMs, Kotak Mahindra, IIFL, Jefferies, and Motilal Oswal for your instrumental role in taking us to the public markets. Our legal counsel, Khaitan & Co. Deserve a special recognition for their invaluable guidance in navigating the regulatory landscape. Gratitude to our registrar for the IPO, KFin Technologies Limited, our statutory auditor, SR Bartley Boy and Associates, and our chartered accountants for their diligence and expertise. We are grateful to SEBI for enabling us to tap the public markets and take our story to the investing public of India. A big thank you once again, ma'am, to SEBI, to BSE for making this whole listing experience a memorable and seamless one. I'd like to thank the media fraternity and our communications partner, AdFactors PR, for your support. Very, very important, as Mr. Shriram highlighted a while ago, big thank you, acknowledgement, celebration to the real heroes behind the success of this IPO and the company, our wonderful employees. You guys have been the fulcrum behind this company's progress and success, and on behalf of the leadership, I would like to congratulate the entire team. Extremely well done. Last but not the least, we are immensely grateful to our shareholders for their trust and confidence in Molbio. This IPO would obviously not have been possible without you and your support. Going forward, Molbio remains committed to delivering value to our shareholders and, of course, now as a listed company. Thank you very much once again for joining us, and we're always going to be there with you going forward. Thank you.
I almost can't believe I'm standing on the stage and saying this, that ladies and gentlemen, we officially come to the end of what has been such a memorable and an incredible listing journey and ceremony. One final round of applause for all of us in the room, our incredible partners, BRLMs. Thank you, BSE, for being an incredible host and partner. To all our friends from the media, everyone watching us virtually, thank you so much. And I wish you all the best in your journey towards innovation, inspiration, and making an impact. Ladies and gentlemen, refreshments have been served. The stage is now all yours for your photographs, your videos, your personal selfies. Have a phenomenal day, everyone. I'm Zina Fernandez signing off. Thank you very much.